Damn. Yo. Wow.
I did that like that one time.
Yeah.
He let us go outside and work outside.
That's cool. That's really cool. Aw.
Finally, I have to watch it as well. Double stop. That's adorable of you to say that. Dion, it works. It works. It works. I'm not kidding. It literally took me 50 dark minutes just to have all these screenshots just to load up in the background because I didn't eat the food yet. I wanted to share it on the live stream. I can't believe that I killed us 50 minutes of time. Because the thing is, when right before I wanted to restart the live stream dumbbell, when I screenshotted it, it just froze and it didn't shut off. Listen, say it was as though I just first quit the MacBook, but I didn't. The screen went black and then it just went back to the starting screen. So this MacBook, I'm not sure how much time it has left before it kicks the metal bucket. But I'm gonna get my food because my mother actually left it. It's still out on the stove. So let me get it. All right, I'm back. Also, I saw Mason that was here. Oh, there he is. Hey, Mason. Oh, because I noticed that you were talking about The Walking Dead. So here it is. You deserve to eat. Yeah, you do. Oh my goodness. Cause let's see. You have the Sweet Baby Rays, and then let's see. You have the. Sorry, I keep talking to myself a lot. Cause Diana, so you got the mayonnaise, best foods. See, the thing is, I just noticed. Right. Yeah, that's right. Cause my mother, she got the this is supposed to be the same brand of mayo that we got before. The one that I like is the one that you squeeze out. Not you have to use oh damn it, I forgot to bring a tablespoon because it tastes better when it's not all sludgy, I guess. And then I did bought some iodized salt, of course, and also paprika. I don't know. I don't know. It doesn't really have much of a taste. I guess it just makes the food a little bit more spicy, and this is what it looks like. And Greg, this is what my mother made, right? She made baked seasoned chicken, and damn, what was it? You forgot. Yeah, it's supposed to be. I think because she's in her room resting right now. This is supposed to be. Sucks the quality is so bad. This is supposed to be the baked rice and then the green beans, right? This is the dish that my mother cooked for me that was sitting in the sofa for the past hour. And I thought, as we're talking about different topics, really late, sadly. Because I've always wanted to eat on stream. I wish I could just share a meal with all three of you. Honestly, if I had the darn power. And what if I could, instead of just using a shit, I'm gonna get up again because I don't have a clean. Wait, yes, I do. It's the fork yet. It did touch my blanket. I think I should be fine. I'm like practically eating mayo anyway, so I'll add a little bit on the The chicken hurt my stomach from the wheat thins I ate earlier. So it's once in a year that we get meals like this. Honestly, probably once, I don't know, a couple months, maybe. Also, I have the Market Pantry 100% juice. I know there's another that I drink. I think it's great value ones from Walmart as well. I like that because I want to, you know, drinking soda. You know, I barely drink any of it, and I'm gonna mix this little barbecue sauce with chicken. So now it's a mess. Booba Dion, I know too much about that, huh? See, I don't really see much, but it's like, and then add a little bit of the salt on the green beans, and then maybe a little on the rice, everywhere really. That way, it will last longer. Okay, bring this back up. And this MacBook is so delicate. Like I'm like using glass. So Dumbo, I don't know what the heck it is. I think it's supposed to be some chili flavoring. I mean, it's a little spicy, you know, it doesn't feel like it. I guess it's mild spices that is with our meals. I just like the taste of it. And normally I'm not the person that like to eat spices or hot foods. And I'm glad you think it looks delicious, Mike, honestly. Yeah. I mean, my mother, she is from Kansas City after all. They're known for barbecue or whatever, big meals. And salt and green beans does some good, doesn't it? Yeah, with The Walking Dead. I was also playing on it. Yeah, because I forgot where I left off. I don't remember what the heck I left off. I do that. You know, while we eat or while I eat. Damn it. I don't know why I don't like to eat in front of people unless they have meals because I think it's rude. So, oh, pardon me. I'm not sure where to stop on. I guessing I look up every episode of The Walking Dead. Well, because I'm not going to think because that's 8 hours. But look that up. Actually, you know what? Let me look this up. Classic scene first. The governor kills Herschel. What was that in season 4? Because season 3 does look pretty good, right? Because I don't remember. All I remember is one Steph, and then of course before she died. That's all I remember. Oh, Mason, yes. How's your brother's girlfriend doing? She's doing. I'm so glad to hear that. That's a blessing. I'm really to hear that, Mason. I really am. And I hope that you get justice for the damn satanic drunk drivers, because they need to pay every fucking part of my language, every last dime. I hope they pay an apology, and you never have to them ever again. Because I think they should just lose their drivers for life, my opinion. I know that might sound harsh, but I think they should. My opinion.
Okay.
So I didn't scroll up to the messages.
But it can. I'll have to.
Yes, it's that black, right? She's one of my favorite. I forgot her name again. Yeah, you forgot. Dumbo, what was her name? She was the one with the dreadlocks. And she's wearing a headband. I forgot her name again. Damn it. So I know Skybound. The people. Her name is Joan. Her name is so uncommon. The people who wrote The Walking Dead made a video of fashions. Oh, I'm gonna find that.
I have to end it.
Look, I'm not saying it's going to be easy.
But
That's it.
I want to show. I want the screen. I want you three to watch this with me. Hold on. All right. Or at least like a minute or two. I could test. I'm good at that. That's what happens when you have ED. There it is. 30-second mark. I don't care about the Congress. Get that out of my face. Okay, don't care. Anyway, for my language. Holy, we don't need to worry about that now. Forever at this point. I do like the little eye patch he's wearing. So it has 7 seasons? Oh my god. And you never watch it, Faces? So you both. Well, I've seen just bits of it. Not the governor? Damn, they're eating at 8:47. Okay. Wait, they're not gonna. No. They're gonna. Wait, they're gonna decap him? Why? Is this an test episode? Like that. So this is season 4, episode 8.
Now you put down your weapon, walk through those gates. One of us.
Yeah, I can play in the big screen. Unless I can enter the damn ad again. Okay. So the governor, the guy with the, he's the evil man, huh? Like Snake from Metal Gear Solid. Good to, out of mind. Oops. Oops. Sorry.
Let go of all of it. And nobody dies. Everyone's alive right now. Everyone's made it this far. All done the worst kinds of just to stay alive.
After what
We
we're
can still come back. We're not far gone. We can come back. I know. We can change.
You bitch! Oh. What the fuck is this issue? And I honestly, I feel really heartbroken to see the government sorry. I'm sensitive. See. And why is Michonne all tied up? I should just trip that motherfucker. Shit! 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 God damn! So this is before the partner died. Oh my god! I don't know what I'm eating right now. So this is supposed to be. Oh, and Maggie saved Glenn. Oh, I swear, he's one of my favorite characters. So he has to go through this shit to save who died, and oh my goodness. I don't have to prepare for season 4. Season 3 was 10. Yeah, Dumbo, I bet. This is a little much for me, though. I'm trying to get used to it. Poor number. Aren't you glad, though? Are there supposed to be in a prison? Because I know there's ain't no jail, I reckon. It's part of my arm right now. The 5:39. So this is where I'm at right now, right? Oh my! These ads could go to hell. Anyway. So even though the governor was so he was evil too. He was a well-written character. The fight that Rick and Governor has is successful, and this is I think the most I've ever had. I can see that. See, I gotta do 2 same time. So this is where I'm at right now, right? It's supposed to be idle though. He's turning blue. Because Dummy, you told Glenn didn't die until what? Season 7? Reckon? And 11 seasons of the show. And this is what? Only season 4? Not even halfway in at this. God damn it. So he died and yet again he was devoured by zombies in that season? So yeah, it was the season 7 premiere? What are they doing? What are they're giving what the hell? The governor is giving him a tube, right? Of oxygen? And that woman is his girlfriend, right? I'm supposed to be eating, but God, I'm so distracted right now. I hope his didn't die. She looks like an awesome character. It's just so strange because I barely know who this man is. I don't see him as evil though. See what that motherfucker sliced his throat did. And oh, that's so isn't it?
Was a mistake.
Don't trade us for mother. I hope not. What the fuck? If the fuck is on the floor? I don't think I want to know. Oh my god! These ads, damn. God. 30 goddamn seconds long. You remember season 1, right? Man, I should watch this from the beginning. You know what? That's what I'm gonna do, Dumbo. I only about these ads. Just look this up. Every episode of Walking Dead, I start up from scratch, huh? You know, I don't mind seeing the best moments or tense moments. Okay.
Says Shane, and he returns kissing Rick's wife because he's a bad friend, but also still kind of a good friend in some way.
So this is starting season 1, and there's 11.
Gas and saddles up on a horse for the remainder of his journey to Walker. Upon arrival, he accidentally kicks the horse into a big Walker crowd, and they get into this horse like it's been slow cooking for 8 hours.
Oh my!
Rick sees he's trapped under this tank, and just about to take the easy way out, he spots an open valve and climbs inside. While he waits out, a voice comes through the radio, a mysterious new voice who saw what happened to him.
Oh my! Oh, and that episode 2 guts.
Shane thinks it's a hilarious idea to do a surprise kidnapping prank on Laurie in a world where people live on suspense, carrying guns and knives.
That's Rick. He looks young.
He briefly calls to recognise this is unfair to Rick's memory. While Laurie is ultimately unable to resist Shane, and his signature sex move.
He looks so much younger. Ew.
He's also getting hot and sweaty in a box of his own, as the guy on the radio gives him instructions on how to escape the tank and get to a rendezvous point to be rescued by his group. So he has to run for it and manages to climb a ladder where he met an awkward kind of guy who seems to take credit calling Rick a dumbass.
Yeah, whatever. You're still a dumbass. Here's an even bigger dumbass than you.
Get to meet the new group and don't bother introducing certain people by name. It's probably don't get too attached to them. As she's holding the gun to Rick,
You're right.
should start with everyone's favourite character, Andrea.
Andrea?
It's down exactly because she's so unlikable, but you soon get tired of the two faces she makes. It's only ever sad Andrea or smug Andrea. Well, anyway, this group are kind of pissed at because his gunshots through the Walker crowd to this building that they're in. And the walkers are slowly breaking down the glass door. It's probably best to ignore the scene here of a walker having a function to use tools, because we won't see this happen again. On the roof of this building, we have Merle Dick, a redneck douche who doesn't take kindly to people with skin pigment.
I'll tell you, Dave, yo.
So he's racist. Well, mind he gets killed early.
The side of his personality, he actually ends up being a fan favorite. Can't be said
Really?
his enemy in it, so T-Dog. Yeah, that's the name they gave him. Merle gets into a scrap with the
Dumbo, that's what you brought up. Because he had much spotlight. It's supposed to see fucking death as well, because he basically got in him on the fucking neck by the. I can't watch that scene again. God damn it! And you miss Morgan, another character that. And it's crazy to think Morgan was the first person Rick met in the. Wait, so that's first or second episode? Really? But Mary looks like a fucking punk.
With the war making good progress on Door Smash, the gang quickly form an escape plan where they chop up Walker and cover themselves in the trail.
Why do they call walkers?
Smell masks their heavenly human stench.
Right. Heavenly stench. I forgot that. In order to not get infected by zombies, though, you gotta blend in. You have to set. I remember hearing about that from another cartoon, I believe. Yeah.
The scene of them walking through the undead crowd to get to a van was really suspenseful, with the tension even further as the rain poured, washing away their odor mask.
Oh my goodness.
As they arrive at the van and pull themselves back to base camp, Dog goes to release Merle from his handcuff, accidentally drops the key down the drain.
Oh crap. Well, so he's done.
Distress being left on the road. It's almost sickening to imagine as a real life scenario. And to his credit, T-Dog doesn't seem too proud of what just happened.
Drop the damn
It happens. Also, he's with us. So, I wonder how long. I got another fucking ad. It's only 6 seconds up. Another damn alcohol. Why are you advertising me this? Even though you think you're supposed to be 21. Yeah, I get it. But why keep to me? Episode 3. I hate that fucking loading screen because I can't read the title. Tell it to the frogs. Oh, that's a cool title.
Getting delirious from dehydration. But then it's a full panic mode. Walkers find their way to
Oh, crap. So he lasts long.
Arrives back at camp. This very touching reunion.
So Rick has a son?
And this
I'm
is the-
Why did you play that scene when he's in the stomach?
That same night, Rory gives his wedding ring back, and they up on some long-awaited. Well, she didn't wait long, but
I don't know, Double. Why did he give me that ad?
Rory has got to off cold. Now her husband is back, and well.
See, what I'm looking at right now, okay, it's the woman with long hair, right? And then there's some other guy, the one that's looking more like, I believe. I thought that was Rex, but it's not. The one that has a fat nose, and he kind of has maybe hair almost as long as mine, but it's wavy. He looks Italian. I don't know who the hell he is. Pete? He basically has big hopes. They're huge. I didn't hear that big before.
In this episode, it's established that this lady Carol sort of wife and to her husband Ed's abuse. Reading up Ed's bio on some website.
So the is Ed Pelletier? Atlanta, campfire, powers, manipulation, skills, brute strength, hobbies, slept off, drinking, beating his wife, and dark. Well, he could go to hell.
His wife beats as a hobby. I don't feel it's appropriate to label that as a hobby. Well, you know, as for me, I enjoy spots of fishing.
I hope he gets killed early on.
Chatting my missus about getting
Pardon me.
up with a book and my favourite hoodie and a nice cup of tea. You know, the simple things in life. Shane, already feeling pent-up frustration, decides that he's had enough of Ed's hobby. I'm not too clear which one he has a problem with. Earlier, they broke the news to this guy Daryl that left his brother on the roof.
Oh, so that's his brother?
Look, get him. It's so funny seeing how different Daryl is here compared to how he is later in the show. He goes from scruffy redneck to scruffy respectable dude. Rick and a few others agree to go with him to see if they can rescue Merle, but when they get there, all they find is a blood-covered hacksaw in Merle's hand.
Oh my! I feel bad for. I feel awful for him. Episode 4.
The opening is very
Battles.
skippable in this one. It's Andrea and her sister talking about memories of their dad, and I don't know if it's her line.
Wait, who? Wait, Andrea and who else?
The opening is very skippable in this one. It's Andrea and her sister talking about memories of their dad. And I don't know if it's her line delivery here or just the line itself that's funny, but this line caught me off guard.
Alright, remember this rule. No crying in the boat. Scares the fish.
I think I just found a new rule for my Discord. On the search for Merle, they find the place where he cauterized his own arm wound. Yeah, I'd rather die. So now they feel the urgency to find him, knowing he's probably not in a good state. They split up Scooby-Doo style, and then Glenn and Daryl bump into this young lad, who starts calling for help from his stereotyped south of the border gang. They manage to kidnap Glenn, but leave behind their guy.
What the
so
hell?
Rick and the others try to organise a meeting to do swapsies. The Cholo gang leader isn't happy with the deal and threatens to kill them all. But Rick points out that he's being marked by a sniper. And I love that we see how much T-Dog...
Okay, T-Dog is awesome for that.
Hoping he won't have to pull the trigger.
Come on, man. Make the trade. Please.
Cholo boss agrees to trade, but they need to sweeten
He's
the
a
deal
Cholo?
by including
I mean, he's a
guns.
little
So
dark,
they
not
come back with
racist.
the guns.
He looks
But
black,
instead of offering
not
them up,
Hispanic.
they load up and point them in the Cholo's faces.
Let's just shoot these fools right now, Wesley, all right?
A lot of their actions.
Unless he's mixed.
His head tattoo looks like one of those fake temporary tattoos you get as a kid's toy.
Mm-hmm.
This next part really makes me laugh because it feels like such a cliche to have a naive grandma come along right in the middle of a standoff and say something stupid.
Take your time, Greg. And Mason, it is dark, isn't it?
Come inside, dearies, and I'll make you some lemonade.
Hoping us finally meet some person. Fellow named Glenn.
He's a good guy, but not his brother. Is he the one with nostalgic,
This old
Dumbo?
lady turns out to be one of the Cholo's grandmas, and she leads Rick backstage for a
She's
VIP
tiny.
tour of the sick people in this hospital. It was a cool twist to see that this guy who fronted himself as a hardcore gangster with vicious dogs ready to attack is actually just an average guy with smaller than average
Oh,
dogs.
she used Brad for this shit.
Rick takes pity on their situation and leaves them with some of his guns. So what started out as a pretty cliche-looking conflict actually ended in a satisfying way. They head back to the van and see that it's been stolen, theorising that it's probably Merle. So they make their way back home on foot. When night comes, the camp relax, assuming nothing bad's going to happen, and then a walker finds his way into Ed's tent and eats him. They continue sitting around the campfire waiting for something bad to happen, and then someone they actually care about gets bit on the arm, and all hell breaks loose, with other walkers joining in on the action.
So episode 4, that's when it gets really dark.
Beth's sister Amy
Oh,
has no
God!
sense of any significance here. And you know what? For as much as we can make fun of Laurie Holden's character, she does a very convincing cry. The more movies and TV you watch, you do start to notice that some actors cannot cry real tears on demand, or at least look convincing with fake tears. So credit is where credit is due. Rick and the gang arrive back in time to help, and again we get a touching moment seeing Rick overwhelmed with relief to see that his wife and child are still alive.
Episode 5, Wildfire.
This episode is awesome, even the Andrea scene. But let's get her part out the way first anyway. Andrea sits there for hours, unwilling to let her sister go. Rick comes over with the intention of reminding her that her sister's going to turn soon.
Andrea. Sorry. Sorry.
And then we have Dale, who I haven't introduced up until now. He's the constant voice of reason in this group. And he knows full well that a grieving person needs to be allowed the time to grieve.
Of course! Are you kidding me?
He shares his story of losing his wife and how he was only able to feel love again when he started looking after Andrea and her sister, protecting them as if they were his own daughters. Well, she was the least favourite daughter anyway. When Amy finally changes, it marks the first time we've seen anyone turn on this show. And I love how long we're given to witness the heartbreak, watching a loved one turn. It brings a much needed sense of realness and connection between the audience and the characters.
Oh, Peaches.
Carol gets her moments of catharsis, swinging a pickaxe into Ed's skull before he turns. Her acting here, to me, perfectly shows the combination of distress for what she's having to do and bittersweet freedom from him. Jim, who I also haven't mentioned yet, gets outed as being bit during the scuffle last night, and naturally he fears that they're going to take him out. Luckily for Jim, Rick discusses the idea of travelling to the CDC to see if they have a cure, so Jim can make the
What's it called, Dumbo? The CDC? You remember the grandma fight? Oh boy. CDC, huh?
It's really cool to see this, because the fate of becoming a walker, to me, is somehow worse than death. If you sit down and think about it, it's really terrifying to imagine this happening to you. This episode is also important because we see Shane starting to turn against Rick in very small ways, but other people like Dale are starting to notice that something is off. He didn't much like the way Shane set his rifle sights on Rick here.
Jesus.
We unexpectedly cut to the CDC, where we discover there's a man in doing his research, but he's all alone in this massive city, and while testing some tissue samples, he accidentally spills some chemicals, and the lab's contamination protocol forces him to exit the room so he can destroy his work.
Now here, full decontamination effect.
Oh, dear Lord, Jesus. What? Oh my! Wait, Dumbo, that's like some type of lab?
Full decontamination in effect.
What the hell?
By the CDC, Jim, and they are distraught at the idea of having travelled all this way and the place is completely down. But Rick notices the camera's moving, guessing that there is someone inside watching. But the others pull him away, ready to leave.
No, you're in there. You can hear me. Please. Yes.
The CDC guy knows the right thing to do here is to open the door. Heavenly light bursting out like they just stumbled upon a lifetime supply of weed and Subway cookies.
Okay, pretty accurate for to that episode 6, TS19. And welcome back, Greg. I think Mason put to bed though. So the lab is the CDC.
How better than the last. Opening is especially great. It shows Shane tried his best to get Rick out of the hospital, but the military were all over the place, basically keeping the food. And for good reason, as the walkers are everywhere.
True.
All Shane could do in this situation is
Tell me, this whole time in the first 5 episodes of military? Because I thought everyone got infected.
stop the walkers wandering in. Back to present times, Rick and the gang plead to let them stay, which he agrees to after their blood.
I've already broken every rule.
They look like class.
Disappointed to find out that the only person left alive here. But for now, they're more occupied with the idea of resting up. Enjoy hot showers. I said enjoy hot showers. God damn it, Andrea, get over it. There's also plenty of wine, and then they have
I can't blame her though. She lost there. I'll become a taste like that myself.
I said enjoy hot showers. I mean, Andrea, get over it. There's also plenty of red wine, and then they have breakfast the next morning. The red wine was a bad choice for Shane, however. Last night, he got so frustrated and tried to do very bad things to Laurie, while at the time trying to guilt her for appreciating his helping her. Before it went to a regrettable level, he was making some valid points about how he tried his best to save her, even though he thought he was dead for sure. He had good intentions in looking after them before they became intimately connected. Laurie somehow casually forgetting that she
This
was
is so. I
only
agree.
a few episodes ago. Yeah, still, red, white, shame.
So he's just a perv.
The next day, Dr. Jenner shows them some really cool scans, showing them the brain activity of a person from a walkabout. And it's super eerie watching brain activity kickstart again after being dead.
Mark was dead. The frontal lobes, and it protects the human part. That doesn't come back. The you part.
After his
Right.
presentation, Jenner then morally explains how all of his have amounted to no result. The CDC never discovered the cause, and at this point, he's even willing to entertain the idea that this is a big event.
It could be my viral, fungal.
The wrath of God.
There's that.
Dal then asks what the countdown clock is for, and Jenner explains how it is set to explode when the power runs out.
What?
Protocol to prevent disease from exiting the building. Naturally, the gang freak out and doors, and then Jenner shortly then locks them in.
What?
That what he's doing is actually a thing of kindness, because it will give them all a quick step, which is a much.
You're murdering them. How the fuck is that? Oh, it's painless. You still if you feel pain. Is he a fucking psychopath?
To the doors, and then shockingly then locks them in. He explains what he's doing is actually a thing of kindness, because it will give them all a quick painless death, which is a much better way to fight to survive in this world. And he reminds them that even if he does these doors, the outer ones will remain shut.
I told you. Once that front door closed, I wouldn't open it again.
And this is only season 1. Oh my. Gotta be kidding me. This is only season 1. Are you kidding me?
But let's rewind so we can listen to the time he said that to them.
You got stuff to bring you do. Once this door closes, it stays closed.
Yeah, you really stressed that point heavily, did you? If I knew the building was going to do this, I would say something like, hey, you guys can in, but just...
Oh, Mason had to go to bed. I hope you see Mason. I'm gonna have to do this earlier tomorrow, sure. Honestly, I don't mind spoilers, Stumble. I don't mind spoilers. I'm gonna get confused, literally. So I don't get why Rick refused the group that they were fed. And he should though. They got to at some point. I mean, it's quite obvious. Yeah, he is a nut job, and the show only gets darker. Really.
No cure, and tomorrow the building is going to lock itself
Especially since he got the going in there?
Big move there, Dr. Jenner. The whole scene is desperately trying to get out, super suspenseful. And when Dr. finally agrees to let them try and get out, a couple of people just stay.
Oh.
Including Anna, who never changed her mind, and then the building blowed up. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Fuck you for playing 50 of them, whatever ads. Oh my! She told me, Angela. I guess it would be considered suicide. I don't blame her. Oh my gosh, that's tragic. And I'm surprised that black woman. She's, by the way, that would have saved that motherfucker doctor, or where the fuck he is that you said, Dumbo. Don't know why she stayed with him though, but Andrea though, that's fucking. I think one of her deaths, one of the saddest. And I mean, I know Glenn's and Sophia's really tragic. Hers is probably, I'm not sure, the worst death out of the three. I think so. She's a child, right? And then I guess it could be Glenn and then Andrea, because at least she goes out peacefully.
Her mind, and then the building blowed up. The end. Now she makes
good.
tugged on her strings and said if she dies, then he dies. Dr. Jenner's last words are bone-chillingly dark.
I'm grateful. The day will come when you won't be.
Well, I say last words. He whispers something in his ear. I can't remember if we find what he says here, so I suppose we should keep watching to find out with. Unless you want to Google what he says, but please do that. To get out, he sets a grenade against the window, and they manage to escape by the thin margins, because that's television, damn it. This is giving us an ending as satisfying as it is morbid, knowing that the journey continues on. No hope of curing Walking Dead.
Season. Oh, okay, so that's when season 2 starts. So the last episode of the first season when they're in that lab. Okay, mind. What lies ahead? There's a picture of a deer as well. Oh, great to go. I'm definitely gonna do this tomorrow. You're awesome too, Greg. So Dumbo, please remind me to do the advance. Oh, what shouldn't start so late? Save ourselves 50 minutes. I could have at least get up to season 3.
Ricky's losing faith that his radio messages are still being received on a fair assumption, considering that he's not replied once. He waits for more of the radio's battery by telling Morgan about what happened to the CDC, and he teases us in believing that he's going to reveal what they whispered to him.
Me. It doesn't matter.
They're on their way to Fenning, which is a military base, which makes for a safe place to check for survivors. In this car, we have Rick, Laurie, and Carl sharing their family time stories with Karen and her daughter Sophia, talking in a comforting way to recognise the fact that these two have had a home life.
Right.
They're going to be treated like a family by people.
Will you see it? I'd like to. I would too. Can we go?
We never go without you anymore. That's the promise.
In the RV, Shane's showing Andrea how to maintain the gun. And I only mention this part because I really like this sign behind it. How about a nice shut the hell up? If there's one thing in this world, it's cringy signs. Live, laugh, love.
Yeah,
I
that
have
was.
a home without my dog. I have no personality and rely on cheaply manufactured signs to work for me. And where was I? Oh, yeah. On the highway, they come to as the road ahead is blocked
Oh.
by traffic.
What?
They snake their way through, but the radio in Dale's RV gives out, meaning they have to search around for new parts while they look out on the road.
It's all good.
Well, Dale must be blind because it's not all good. There's a walkers not too far away. I only guess as to how he wouldn't have seen them. They wandered in from the roadside bushes, but still, he's in a position where he can long way.
Oh, yeah, troll of your internet? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, though. Oh, shit, I missed Mace's message.
It's actually pretty scary at first watch. Remember, when it first came out, we hadn't been bombarded by the zombie craze in media just yet. So to people, scenes like this were very effective. It's especially scary knowing that the kids are out of reach of their parents, as they are more likely to actually make noise from being.
So I read all through your messages. That's so sweet of you to see. I know he's also eating at the moment, assuming so because of the title. Wish I had money. Oh, dumb. To get a new MacBook so he doesn't deal with the crashing. Oh, you don't owe me anything. Wait. So I'm just your older message or your previous messages, Dumbo, before I started. I'm glad your mother's doing okay though. Not sure what Dr. Sarah told me. Oh, the Hunger Games. My mother loves the Hunger Games. Oh, and he's putting his dog in for the stream. Oh, that's cute. Toby? Oh, I had it for 4 years. Oh, not sweet of Greg to wait. Wait. So Mason say, oh wait, oh damn, that's right. Oh yeah, you had to do that. Wait, all of you yellow, right? Because yellow is the brightest color. Oh, worst to favorite? Yeah, yellow is a disgusting color. Purple, so Mason is gray. Wow, all of you three voted differently. Interesting. Gray, orange, and purple. So Mason's not a fan of orange, and Greg is not a fan of gray. Interesting. So he's a fan of orange, and wow, dude, they got the opposites. Interesting. I like how you know this while I've been gone for so long. Oh, this is awesome. Okay. Oh, that's really touching reading all 3 of your messages. Anyway, no, don't apologize. And yeah, I'm actually starting to look up what's going on in season 2 right now, right? So you're on the Wi-Fi. Love that. On the road. Yeah, those are the previous messages. I just screwed up because I thought I can save them afterwards. Dumbbell? I have to say a little well, it's a little gory though, but I guess I'm a little confused. An 8.8 out of because I get used to what's going on though, but it's really pretty exciting because I got used to all the blood. So like an 8.8.
Darmo. That's not good. Into action and Mason guys on him for camouflage. And then we have Andrea, who was distracted in the wagon and didn't know she was supposed to take him. So a rogue Walker wanders into the RV. And we get this scene of her struggling to keep Walker out of the bathroom.
And she's wait, trauma.
And it's also satisfying. She stabs it with a screwdriver.
Woof!
She's running all during this Walker herd. Sophia, she gets spooked, runs off into the woods.
That poor girl.
To the rescue, gets her to a safe spot. She can hide out while he leads the Walkers off somewhere. But when he comes back, she's gone. And the hunt for Sophia begins. They search high, search low.
So she got lost?
Inside the tent and searches Walker.
Oh shit!
But
Shit!
The place they didn't look for monsters was inside themselves. They get their hopes up when they hear a church bell, thinking it might be Sophia sending out a signal, but it turns out an electronic bell on a timer. Inside the church are the Walkers sitting in the pews, which makes cool horror moments.
Why?
It really makes sense when you think about it. I mean, they die while sitting down, and if so, suggest that they all turned at the exact same time, because the Walkers eat the living as soon as they turn, and you're not just going to remain while someone's eating.
I like to use a zombie.
The better part of this episode, in my opinion, is seeing Shane Laurie that he's planning on running away, which does seem like the best choice for him, considering his past with Laurie. Andrea overhears this, and she wants to join him. Feels that she's just as much as an outcast or something.
Sail off from the sunset. Yeah, hold hands.
I'm asking you to go steady, Shane. I'm asking for a chance to start over. Or else.
The episode ends in a shocking way. Cole spots and creeps in closer for a better look. A magical moment for Rick and Shane, who look on the horror of this rare moment. And then out of nowhere, pop, a bullet flying through the wall. That's what he gets for wearing camo.
That is so mean. Okay, but that's so mean. You think that little boy got shot? Dumbo, he survived, right? We're barely on the second episode of. Oh my gosh! Please survive. Are you kidding me? Also awful that deer got shot. I know that's because I know the deep south that you're known for that, but oh my gosh! Because I'm not on it for food, but oh, so the little boy is he did survive, right? Because he's in 3. I'm thinking I'm surprised he. The next one is Blood Lane.
Before we continue on, to quickly address the show Frank Darabont.
So Frank Darabont is the director and the producer. I forgot what's the difference between the two. The director's one basically is in charge of the story, right? Producing is when they created it. So Robert Kirkman. Interesting.
Controversy with AMC. Long story short, is that AMC essentially fired him from the show after the market he works with a smaller budget, a massively in the quest.
Why?
When you consider how much massive financial success the show is, and want to hear about it in more detail, I highly recommend you watch this video by Your Movie Sucks, a creator I highly respect. So when talking about The Walking Dead, I'm going to try my hardest to not duplicate anything he says about the show, something which will no longer be a problem for me, sir, as he hasn't covered part 2. The opening is eventful, but it's a good flashback as we hear how Laurie was having about her marriage, which might explain why she was so quick to shame.
Still on break. I'm gonna ask him.
Okay, he's keep playing that scene.
Having doubts about her marriage, which might explain why she was so quick to move on to shame.
On break. I'm gonna ask him.
Back to the present, Rick is carrying a car in his arms and sprints across the field. He was shot by this guy who was out hunting.
Badass!
Learned that his name is
Motherfucker! See him, Dumbo.
tells him to go find a guy
Motherfucker!
by this guy who was out hunting, and to learn that his name is Otis. Otis tells him to go find a guy called Herschel at the farmhouse, and when he gets there, Herschel jumps into action to save Carl's life.
I got it. Step back.
As Rick goes to get fresh air, Shane does an excellent job of keeping him calm and helping to up in his face. Andrew Wilson's acting here is pretty great. He looks like a dad fearing the loss of his son. And on top of this guilt is the guilt of losing Sophia in the woods. Both things not being his fault there in mind. Herschel's eldest daughter, Maggie, rides off on a horse to find Laurie and tell her the news. I like that the group didn't immediately trust the stranger. She gave them more details to show that she knows who they are.
Well, this chick went out of nowhere like so first and took the order. You let her? I'm done out of my asshole. Rick Center. It's new lawyer's name, man.
With Carl eventually stabilized, Herschel tells Rick that without equipment to remove the bullet fragments, this kid's gone bad. Otis steps up and says he knows what medical equipment is needed, and he also knows where to find it. He comes up with Shane and they go to this school-turned-FEMA camp. To finding the supplies and trying to get back out, they get cornered into locking themselves behind it.
Well, at least he's helping. Oh, fine. I love the editing. Under ad. Oh crap. Okay, Scott. Another fucking. Okay, it's right. It's another alcohol. It's not. Well, it is. Episode 3, the last one.
I really like the structure of this one, where the opening is mysterious, and we have until the end of the episode to get the answer to this mystery. Going back to the opening shot of Shane shaving his head. This is the episode where Daryl becomes more likable. He takes pity on Carol as she's there sobbing, not knowing Sophia is still alive. And even though they spend all looking for her, he's willing to pull a night shift to keep searching.
Got that look on your face, same as everyone else. What's wrong with you people? Started looking.
They come back empty, but still the thought was there. During their hunt, we get some story from Daryl, and we get to learn how tough his was, often having to look after himself when was always drunk, and older brother Merle was in prison. Back at the farm, Lori is questioning whether or not she wants their
She's the best.
knowing that this
Oh,
girl
I don't want to spoil it.
happy and live a normal life. Rick
I like spoilers. Only.
Back at the farm, Lori is questioning whether or not she wants their son to make it, knowing that this world will never be a place where he can be happy and live a normal life. Rick stays firm in the position that they have fought for this long because there is still hope. Despite how cold Lori appears here versus hopeful Rick, you can understand her feelings.
So you can see more people torn apart in front of you.
So Meryl comes back in season 3.
They ultimately come back together.
Oh, someone liked the live stream, and someone voted differently.
And acting-wise, that's a pretty convincing.
What the hell's wrong with the boy?
Otis and Shane are on the run for walkers, and at first they seem like comrades, with Shane trying to give solutions where they can both make it out alive.
The Rick and government start their battle, right?
Unfortunately, they both injure their ankles as they make their separate paths to the escape route. But still, they manage to regroup and hobble along together, right up until the moment where all hope seems lost, and then Shane's ruthless urge to survive gets the better of him. Shane wrestles the backpack of supplies away from Otis as he manages to rip out some hairs from Shane's head, and now Shane's patchy haircut is evidence of their scrap, which is perhaps one of the reasons why Shane decides to shave it all off.
Why the fuck did he even shot Otis in the leg for? What the hell is his problem?
That reason, plus this new image reflects the changed man he feels when looking in the mirror.
I don't like the Shane guy. I don't. Episode 4, Cherokee Rose.
Shane is requested to speak at Otis's funeral, wearing his clothes no less, as they were the only ones spare that would fit him. Gonna sleep with his wife next? The fact that he would willingly wear the guy's clothes to his funeral shows how Shane...
She survives Legendary? Yeah, he is a crazy person.
That's what he said.
You fucking shot him.
Glenn buddies up with Maggie to go on a surprise.
Redneck bitch.
Quickly develops a
Pardon my language.
Yep, you and every other man watching, Glenn. Holy hell. Before they leave, Laurie asks him to get something secret from the drugstore, and we'll find out what exactly soon. When they get to the drugstore, Maggie dominates him in conversation and gets him all flustered before saying she wants to have sex with him because it's the end of the world and she has no better choice. I'm sorry, is this episode called Glenn Gathers Supplies in Heaven? Herschel, in the politest way possible, tells Rick that he wants him and the crew to bugger off when Carl is on his feet again, which is a smart decision because the more people you have in one location, the more likely you are to draw attention from walkers. And so far, this farmhouse has faced no problematic walker situations. Well, there is one walker causing a problem right now. It's
let me see Lauren.
And everyone starts wondering if...
Actually, I don't know what the other one is. I think what Andrea did to Daryl was dumb.
They somehow think that pulling it out will prevent the water from being infected. But even if you were successful in doing this, there's no way you'd convince anyone to drink from the well.
That's what I always...
Wait, why not drink from the well again?
In the politest way possible, tells Rick that he wants him and the crew to bugger off when Carl is on his feet again, which is a smart decision because the more people you have in one location, the more likely you are to draw attention from walkers. And so far, this farmhouse has faced no problematic walker situations. Well, there is one walker causing a problem right now. It's stuck down this water well, and everyone starts wondering if this bloated, pus-dripping walker
Sick!
across its torso.
Ew!
Infected the water.
God, 3 pages!
Will prevent the water from infecting. But even if you're successful in doing
why the fuck would you drink the water? Oh, that's sick! It reminds me of fever. Basically, how that man died and Claus kids, they basically got the fucking disease and none make it. And then one of the damn Rangers make a shot in the fucking head. What the fuck? What same other fucking adult human would thinking, or anyone matter? Yeah, man, what the fuck? That zombie, it's so sick looking. God damn.
there's no way you can want to drink from the well.
That's what I always...
Dog, awesome. You get fucking infected and fucking zombie yourself because of the fucking infections?
No way you'd convince anyone from the well.
That's what I always. I wouldn't drink that.
Oh, morning tea dog. My bad.
But then the rope support breaks and Glenn almost gets eaten.
You can't get a break.
What they were trying to accomplish here wasn't so stupid. This must have been the tenth scene. Then they managed to tie a big around its body and start to pull it up.
Ew!
So decomposed. It split two.
Oh, you see, of Georgia, that's sick.
The episode is called Cherokee Bones because that's how a Daryl gives the carol, as it symbolizes hope in a native folk tale or something.
It is. Cherokees are natives.
And trying to be a good
My grandmother's from Oklahoma. Oh, yeah, I could say that.
carol, as it symbolizes hope in a Native American folk tale or something. It's nice to see Daryl still stepping up and trying to be a good group. It balances out in the group with Shane's evil side and Andrea, who's been a real bitch towards Dale. Dale's really hard to be a pretend father figure, and she hasn't really done anything to show that she appreciates the effort. She just kind of sulks on all the time.
Tell me about it.
I get that his behaviour.
That's like the sick scene that he had to suffer already.
To show that you acknowledge the love and care he's showing towards you, but at the same time expressing you want it. Well, anyway, the episode ends with Laurie using the secret item got her, and this pregnancy test shows her that's a bun in the oven.
So that's what happened. She got pregnant, huh? Season 5 Bacabra?
Up here, The Walking Dead, is that you get to see the zombie apocalypse in its early stages. I enjoy seeing society collapses.
So, Fear of the Walking Dead.
So, into this episode really, as it's a flashback to a time before we knew what was happening. We get to see the gang stuck while they can hear explosions going off in the distance. When they go to investigate, there's napalm is being dropped in an attempt to stop the spread of the disease.
Oh my goodness.
The episode is called Chupacabra because that Chupacabra is
right.
Rick laughs at him for this. It makes the reasonable argument of saying walkers exist. So it's not that much of a stretch to say that Chupacabra exist. Well, from the fact that we have actual evidence of walkers existing. There's a super funny moment where he tries to act all smooth, but instead he just comes across real desperate.
Yeah. So,
condoms, I see 11 minutes of my life, I'll never get back.
I don't know about what you're thinking about. Sure.
Or beneath Maggie right now.
You're seeing Rick and Shane rep out their college days. It's all the typical guy stuff, which makes the friendship seem more authentic. This is an important feeling to hold on to for future events. Shane cuts the pleasantries to remind Rick that the search for Sophia has become a risk to the group at this point, reminding Rick that their police train taught them that after a certain amount of time, you're likely just going to look for a body. They're all off out on his own. Gets knocked close when he gets
So
through.
Glenn
And he
only
comes
goes through
down
so much.
and Rocky Walter
I
goes,
bet.
accidentally managing to stab himself with his own arrow. He tries to back up the hill and falls down again. While laying semi-conscious, he makes Merle mocking him.
Why like a user? You gotta die, little brother.
Merle manages to convince him he's the black sheep of the group, and has been trust to his roots by working with them. The interesting part, of course, is that Merle is there. So this train of thought is coming from Daryl's subconscious. His insecurity of not being good enough to be anything other than a
Right. Why does Mo look like he was that guy from Zombieland? Unless that's him.
So that match, honey.
He gains full consciousness to find that he isn't the one tapping his foot. It's a walker biting his foot.
Fucking kidding me? Oh my.
Andrea mistakes him for a and when she's been so desperate to prove herself as a useful one who doesn't need Dale's protection, she takes the shot despite the rest of the group being enough to deal with it themselves.
Oh my god.
It's just crazy.
I feel slightly bad for her here. She's still a massive idiot for doing this. Maggie gives a note from Glenn saying, hey, let's bang in the barn. So Maggie freaks out and screams the barn, knowing what to find in there.
Oh my. So many of them. Oh. Right. Episode 6, Secrets.
Herschel's wife.
You hear thunder outside, Dumbo? May get like a little thunderstorm coming.
But why break their legs and have no means of escape anyway? It just seems needlessly. Glenn is trying to keep.
I'm just surprised that Daryl didn't get infected because the zombie bitten off. Well, he would have been off his leg, but he's wearing jeans, so he's lucky he's not wearing shorts, or he would have been dead.
On a secret. He has the worst poker face in that.
So, I think.
He's also struggling with the secret of his pregnancy, trying his best to look out for her by making sure she's eating enough and such.
You think you eat? You're too scared.
He slipped to Daryl before the episode was even halfway done.
Stop being dramatic. Spit it out. There's lockers in the bar.
Daryl wants to learn how to shoot, so he reveals to Shane he snuck a gun from somewhere. So Shane tells him his parents, and so they debate the idea of giving him gun training. Daryl immediately confronts Herschel about the barn, and we learn that Herschel very much regards the walkers as sick.
Right.
Kept alive and can find a cure.
They're dangerous. And schizophrenic is dangerous too. We don't shoot sick.
No, we
Turns out
don't.
The walkers in the barn is a family member, which explains the extra secrecy of it. Rick's group would heartlessly put them all down if they knew. Shane is giving Andrea gun training and gets too intense with it.
Why? Stop me! You shoot that son of a bitch! Shoot him!
Rory gets Glenn to run into town to get her abortion pills, and when doing this, they run into Walker, which wouldn't be a big deal. Maggie is still new to this.
I like it since we won.
Rory feels conflicted on taking the pills, chucking them up immediately after swallowing them. Shane and Andrea after their daily Sophia song, and when they get back, they'll heavily suggest that he's becoming a dangerous group, and he also suspects that he noticed, since he's the kind of man who would point a gun at his friend.
Oh, duh!
What you think I do to some guy that I don't like when he starts throwing accusations? What you think?
Rick the pills, and the two argue their trust issues. And
He is the
finally, reveals her affair with him.
Shit.
I hope he dies. Literally.
Right?
Now, I thought Shane was just hotter than you were very much a liar yesterday, and twice a day at lunchtime.
I like he keeps playing us. See why how much of a fucking Shane is. Holy, and that was in the beginning of the series. What a fucking weirdo. My God. Oh, he does? I'm so glad to hear that. I am. I just don't understand because Otis, you know, he's like an asshole. He deserved to die because at least he basically cares. I'm seeing things. Oh, wait, Dan, that's your. Yeah. I just don't know why the hell he would just shoot his foot just to have him be eaten by all the zombies. And honestly, I'm just couldn't witness his death.
Given Dale's nod of approval, let's tell the group about the water bar, so they discuss it as a group. A discussion which gets Shane as well. He rightly calls it out for being a needless danger.
So that Sophia died that early? Really? That early?
He tells Rick to respect and rules by ignoring them.
There is no bar.
That he regards them as sick. Rick trying his best to keep the gang on the farm. Knows to play the game Herschel's one. Going as far as helping connect more walkers for the farm.
But why fuck them? What's the fucking point of this?
This scene always reminds me of the bad lip reading and their legendary Walking Dead.
Hey! My neck!
I know what it can make you hard. I need a man that can decorate and mix my food.
When they were
Gotta keep that video in mind. What is it called?
I know what
Called the bad lip reading. The Walking and Talking Dead. Interesting.
make you hard. I need a man that can decorate and mix food.
When they get back home with the walkers, Shane's pace can be pushed no more, and he goes to reasonable to prove to Herschel that people are no longer human.
Let me breathe the person, then walk away from this. Stop me around.
So that was
It's locked. Gosh, it's still complicated. Hey, you're right, man. It's
Yeah, you wouldn't fucking shut her what? Or whatever.
It's hard not to side with him, and we're about to see just how he is. He lets the walkers out of the barn, and they get disposed quickly. But then, taking her sweet for a dramatic reveal,
Sophia
appears from the darkness.
Now I understand.
It's hard not to get a bit up here, watching everyone's face raising at this whole time she was in the farm. But wait a minute, let's talk about it for a second. She's been missing what must have only been a week, and no one who was helping her should walkers in the barn took any notice that they put a little in there. The only kid in this whole barn. Barn they've returned to at least times to feed them and to put more walkers in. And maybe about 20 walkers in here, and you somehow notice Sophia. This for me was very distracting in an otherwise great emotional scene. In the next episode, Little's excuse is that Otis.
Tell me about it.
But still, would you in the barn to see if this group's missing girl was among them?
Oh, whatever.
It's taken Eddie's family 2 seconds to solve the mystery.
Episode 8, Nebraska. I'm just shocked that she died so early.
Boring to watch. We just watch him mope about because of what happened. Charles is okay though. We watch him frustrated at people like we don't appreciate that he's trying to keep everyone safe. It's a good point questioning what Dale has done apart from sitting up on the RV as lookout.
I smashed that ball up. I said, Carl, that's me. That ain't you. That's me. What?
So
this time I need a radio hose. You man.
I like his character, and he is as right about Shane being bad. But here he should be treating Shane with a little respect, even if it's just to keep the man on the good side. His suspicions, after all, are that he has no evidence that Shane has done anything wrong. Herschel's youngest daughter, Beth, collapses into a state of shock. This is Beth, by the way. I made a mistake in the first season calling Andrea's sister Beth. Baby. I have no idea how I made that mistake, as we haven't even met Beth yet. Herschel isn't around to help his daughter as he got on with. Rick takes a step to guess that he went back to his watering hole, where he used to get drunk all the time. This part of the episode is pretty good. It's essentially just Herschel explaining that he feels like a fool believing that Walker's was stupid, and now he feels that all hope is lost.
A chain shot in the chest. It just kept coming. I knew what an ass I'd been. It had been dead long, and I was feeding her corpse. That's when I knew there was no hope.
Just as Rick convinces him to go back home, 2 suspect-looking guys come into the bar. Straight away, vibes come across as untrustworthy, with this greasy dude wearing a shark t-shirt, and his friend is taking a piss right there in the same room as everyone. And then they start insisting that they're going to come join them on, unwilling to take no for an answer. So Rick shoots at both heads. The other noteworthy event in this episode, Joey decides to come look for Rick.
I mean, I guess it is self-defense. That's zombies, so that's a shock. Because they had those long, like, guns.
And then they start insisting that they're going to come join them on the farm, unwilling to know for an answer. So, shoots at both heads.
Wow, go Rick.
The other noteworthy event in this episode is that Laurie decides to look for Rick and manages to crash the car in this overly way.
I keep forgetting who Herschel is. Oh, god damn. Doozy? Wait, what? Wait, who was driving the car?
Then they start insisting that they're going to come on the farm, unwilling to know for an answer. So Rick shoots at the other worthy event in this episode is that Laurie decides to come look for Rick and manages to crash the car in this overly dramatic way when all she did was one Walker.
I'm surprised Laurie went through that. Oopsie doopsie. Trigger fear. Oh, that's gross.
The big guys will rock up looking for them. And when they see that there's people in the bar, instead of talking quietly among themselves, they speak out loud like some video game NPCs. So they make the player aware of what's coming. Looking for our friends. We don't want any trouble. After a quick shootout to track some walkers, the strangers decide to run away their rooftop marksman falls off the roof, they leave out him. Rick decides he can't.
You don't like Lori? She's bad,
goes
huh?
over to see what's up, and he sees that his leg is impaled on the fence. Herschel's humane way of dealing with this is to shoot. Rick persists in trying until there's little before the walkers arrive. So they push his leg back up the way it can, which in my mind was always the best option they had.
Governor, right.
The damage to the leg was already done on it. So why not just make the leg go back to where it came? Lori is also in the spot of bother as the walker pushes its head through the windshield as she tries to escape the car. She manages to get out and makes her way.
Okay, well, Dumbo, let me know when.
Later, and tells her that everyone's back at the farm. Leaves him and goes back. And naturally, him when she finds out who's lying.
Lord.
Hey, I will find it. Hey.
Just we gotta work tomorrow.
That makes your baby sound.
She then feels to Shane that she told Rick about the affair, and this sees Shane's internal conflict about hurting his best friend, and Laurie all to himself, desire of which seems to be fighting in a major way as he pushes her further away from the group. Speaking of pushing, this is undoubtedly Daryl's weakest moment in the show. He's lost all sympathy and care for Carol. He just wants to be left alone. The imaginary words of Merle, no doubt, still plaguing his mind.
You're afraid because you're alone. Your daughter, do it yourself.
The episode ends with Laurie and Rick about Shane's intentions to get Laurie and raise Carl and the baby his own.
He thinks the baby.
Episode 10, 18 miles out.
Rick and Shane on the road, taking the leg injury.
Yeah, of course. A little face. Yeah, Dumbo, this is awesome so far. Oh wait, there's a new character, huh? At episode 10.
Taking the leg injury guy away from the farm he killed. His name is Randall. Watching the world pass by, Shane notices this lone, freaky walker guy traipsing through the field, and it's still walking on its own to make their way back later in the episode. It's a neat visual that reflects the way Shane's right now, as the isolated monster who's nowhere fast. Halfway to the South zone, 18 miles out from the farm, Rick confronts Shane about his.
Dumbo, Shane, I know you may have a chart and all, but the way that he has with Morgan, and then, well, I sound like a deaf and already. The language I'm using. And the way that he just, damn varmint, just orders his foot and let him fucking die. I don't give a flying for him if he basically does, or well, seeing him dead. He kind of, I think he did enough damage. So Shane's least favorite. Secondly, would probably be the racist man, Merrill. You know, he didn't last that long. And then maybe third least, I guess he didn't like, since he don't like maybe. Again though, my favorite, I had to say Rick. He's a bad character, but I can't choose Rick. Glenn, not much. I don't know. Well, I like T. I like T. Would be my favorite, and then if it's second favorite, it would have to be Look here. It probably would have to be. I kind of like Herschel so far.
Because of Laurie and the baby. And the way this conversation was handled shows that Rick still very much respects Shane and wants them to move past what happened. So
because we're talking about the first three, because I know that probably would change as I watched. Well, oh my, we got another 7 hours plus. Definitely would change as the seasons by.
That is my son. That is my unborn child. I will survive.
You hate Andrea? I feel bad for her though, but I can see why you think she's dumb now. Because I guess she can't straight clearly. I do feel awful for her though. But I see why you don't love her.
Yvonne, you accept everything I say right here, right now.
move forward with that understanding.
They arrive at a place they deem safe enough and leave Randall tied up with nearby that he can crawl to. This kid's more scared of being alone than he is being under their control, and he makes the mistake of telling them that he knows Maggie, which is a problem considering that the whole point of him out here was that he didn't know where the farm was, and therefore wouldn't tell
You ain't seen
anyone.
two?
He, of course, reacts aggressively and wants to shoot him, and no surprise, wants to find another way. This creates a heated debate, which turns into a Shane throws a wrench and smashes the window, waking up the boys inside.
What the hell? Yeah, just let him die. Shane's the worst. He just trying to get them killed.
Rick manages to get to Randall, but Shane gets stuck in this. But Rick isn't about to abandon his friend. He and Randall drive back and get Shane from the bus.
I like Rick a lot.
Bev is having some intrusive self-deletion thoughts.
Suicidal thoughts?
Mother.
I don't blame her.
An eye on her to allow Maggie to rest. And staying with her, she leaves.
Thanks, bye.
Kind of idiot leaves a distressed teacher who's thinking of taking their own. Very common Andrea L.
Andrea, I see why you don't like her dumbbell.
She's in there. I heard her.
It's really cringe at the end too. Andrea's told that Beth didn't cut deep enough. She's going to be okay. And apologising. Andrea takes it as a cue to diminish the poor choice she made of her.
How bad is she? Not deep. She wants to live.
Nice, nice. I'm glad. I'm glad. This is awesome. Oh, great. I got the stupid scratch or whatever lottery ad. Got illegal. Oh my gosh. Promote that. Anyway. So the next one. Oh, what
She
the?
wants to live. She made her decision.
Judge, jury, executioner.
Back in James being interrogated by Daryl. He picks up information about his group. He also decides to tell Daryl about the camp they invaded. He saw some teenage girls there.
Nice little campsite. Man, 2 daughters, teenagers. Really young. Real cute.
That's it. When pleading for your life, you don't reveal to your captor that kid diddler. The majority of this.
Wait, he's a kid diddler? But he's a teenager. Wait, what? So Randall's a fucking perv, right?
Randall is back in James, interrogated by Daryl. He picks up information about his group. He also decides to tell Daryl about the campaign where he saw some teen girls there.
We found his little campsite.
He looks like a teen.
Man, his 2 daughters, teenagers, yeah. Really young. Real cute.
Okay, the really young part is iffy. How is Randall? He looks like he's 18 now. Oh, wait, that's right. Because, yeah, 18 is adult age. But you said real young, though. A teenager shouldn't have said that. Oh, boy. Oh, dear. Interesting. Shane goes in episode 12. You barely remember Randall? Yeah, he's pretty freaky, though.
When pleading for your life, maybe don't reveal to your captor that you're a kid. The majority of.
Let me look up how old he is. How old is Randall in The Walking Dead? Hopefully, when I screenshot, my mic won't, out there end the stream, it won't, force to shut up again. It's like my phobia. Damn, let's see how. I think I'll be alright because I got more storage. Randall is. Did Randall tussle girls? He did not. What? Oh, what? Oh, if he's part of that, love Eden. Oh my goodness. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh my Buddha, are you fucking kidding me? I knew it. So he's probably around your age. But he said like, so maybe, I don't know. I'm just guessing 19. Oh boy, I see. Oh dear. Oh my. Oh dear. I see. He owns a rifle, so he over 18. Right. I wish they got actual age though. Oh boy. Oh, that's something else. Golly.
Episode debating on the fate of Randall, with being the only person to terminate him from the hangman's noose. The conversation starts to feel stale, with Dale relentlessly the same points to different people, but that feeling of the conversation going nowhere reflects how he's feeling in the situation. When the debate
He goes in episode 12.
Dale gets really emotional, torn up at the idea that this group has lost their humanity.
But don't you see, if the people that we were, the world that we knew is dead.
While this is happening, Carl is entering his rebellion stage. He tells Carol that it doesn't exist and her daughter is just plain dead.
It is just live a lie. If you believe it, you're an idiot.
As he sneaks a gun from Daryl's and goes off in response to mess with a walker. He almost gets himself killed when he gets a little bit too close. Starts to wiggle free from the temptation of a meal.
The boy's an idiot.
We can sit here and eye roll about how Carl is being here. This is just.
Oh yeah, okay, no problem, Dumbo. I'm gonna see the rest of this tomorrow. We're at 52.5-minute mark. This is awesome. Yeah, feel free to ask those same questions. Liver destroyed his own life. I already heard about that though. Just an update. I have to figure out more just tomorrow. How we got 7 hours of this too. A little over 7 hours. Man, only 1/8 away in. If I watch an hour a day, I'd probably do like a Walking Dead week. Oh, is there a poll tonight? No, because I know I wanted to keep doing it every afternoon, hopefully. 2, will definitely be hopefully between 30 to 4. I don't want to do a 40 unless I get really tired. And 3, when is the stream tomorrow? Hopefully, it'll probably be between, because I might not do it than I thought. Because I did up today. Maybe 5 to 5:30, no later than 5:30. Because I want to try to leave early for once. Because I know my MacBook's been acting up. But it's just at its own. Hopefully, I'll put it to the test when I screenshot. I won't get any trouble. I guess it's the reason why it shut, because I had storage. So I think I should be okay then. I don't know why the hell it did that. Weird. Oh yeah, sure. So there won't be a poll tonight. It would be around. I might do as early as 2. Between 5. So yeah, there we go. That seems suitable.
I got at the home supply, that Bonnie and much. Peter, you're just whispering. Joe, what a great job.
Demo, let's see. Tonight, tomorrow between 2 to 4. Yeah, I want 5, give or take. Yep, Dumbo, that's correct. Arizona time. Or at least that's how I like to call it. Yeah, because we don't have daylight savings.
All right, let's get this.
So pretty much,
What the hell? Turn off the phone. Damn.
Please don't Mars and fight the Martians.
I got what I gotta do. No oxygen for him either. That Martian fight, you'll get a fight.
Wait, Rock! You're 60 years old!
yeah, no problem. I probably could watch a little bit of Quirky Quota while you and the others are asleep. And then I'm gonna comment more other videos. They're like one of the only reactions that I'm comfortable with. There are a few others though, but not that many, I think.
What the fuck? There's one money.
How the hell they make a balcony that? How would they make their ceiling large? And sleep well, Dumbo. Literally, I hope you have a good day tomorrow.
Oh.
Oh.
What the fuck? I don't want to know what that is. Oh, no, Peter, guys.
Open a new tab, then I can scroll this.
Oh.
When you're dead. Yeah.
Oh, what? Really think you should put that backwards. That's a crazy. That. So bad.